Hello again. So you didn't realise, you can't see it, but it says I'm a multitasker. It's one of my skills. I can listen, ignore, forget all at the same time. Amazing. So, whilst this has been general in the most part, there are some people that I want to talk to. You better have your ears open, you fuck boys. Now, I don't normally talk like this. This is not how I want to behave. And I know maybe I just want to get in your energy for a bit, just to help you understand that what you did at Halloween, I didn't appreciate it. That you call the Empress prostitute, didn't appreciate it. You go around wearing her face and get fucked by everyone, I don't appreciate it. I don't appreciate you gay boys dealing with these smoky beings. Yeah, I'm talking to you, smoky being. Talking to you. Talking about you people who buy and sell. Talking to you. We're not just in this realm, we're in all realms. Your time, your time is short. You see, working out of love, there are people that need saving. Sometimes when you walk this grey line, you need to do some dark things. You don't have to be dark. Just do it out of love, out of compassion for other beings. And it turns up and it turns out. So you dark blobs and you smoky bacons, probably what you'll end up being. Slave trade has ended for every being, not just humans. You think I don't know. Still think I don't know. You want that loaded? You want to create false videos? Get someone in a chokehold. Think it's funny? No, no, it's not. It's not. You don't want my attitude? Tough. I don't care. Just told you. I can listen, ignore, forget, all in one moment. It's kind of like being everywhere in one moment. You don't understand the pain you're going to go through. You really don't. You see, karma, when it gets you, and it will get you, there'll be nowhere you can run. You know, you sent the demon to the wrong house, and now it's there. You think that's bad? You ain't seen nothing yet. Nothing. What those people have felt under you, literally under you, they felt, I don't want to be you. I really don't want to be you. You don't want to let go? You don't want to let go. It's already happened. It's already happened. Been charged, false identity. Going to get worse. And you know what? Have a guess. In prison, in jail, in the cells, You may meet some of those people, and they won't be happy with you. You may meet relatives of some of those people, and they won't be happy with you. You may meet the ancestors of some of those people, and they won't be happy with you. See, you fuckboys that think you're something, you're nothing, and you'll be treated as nothing. Dad, just calling down judgment, just calling down judgment from the Most High God on you fuckboys who think that destroying children and destroying women is okay. Well, then this woman, this woman doesn't forget. Jim, this woman doesn't forget. Jim, you satisfied? You were satisfied, were you? That won't be anything to the satisfaction. You understand what I'm saying? No prisoners, no mercy, no retreat, no surrender. You want to feel my love? Tough. I'm giving a hell of a lot of people love. Those that you fucking ruined. I'm going to make them strong. I'm going to make them feel worthy. I am going to give them so much love to stand above you and look down on you. That's the piece of fucking shit that you are. Yeah, you fuckboys that think you're a god. You, you that still laugh and smile. You that fucking eat and that's all you do. You. And I apologize to those people that don't like this sort of language, but it's the only sort of language these people understand. You see, I may have been given permission. Dad, you know what I said earlier? Please, for the most high good, those less fortunate than me, for those who have been abused, degraded by fuckers with black blobs in them, can we bring down justice? Can we serve justice to those people and people like them in order to save the children and the women? Please, Dad. Please show those children and those women love. Show them your power. Show them how God works. Lift them up, Dad. Save the children. Save the women. Remember the massacre, Dad. Remember that? Thank you. I'm full of gratitude. I have faith and belief, Dad, that you will do this to these fuckboys because it's the right thing to do. Because you love your children. You want to protect them and prosper them and not harm them. And no weapon formed shall prosper against them. Amen. You think I look good, do you? You. I'm talking to you. You think that the Empress is fit. You won't be thinking that. Soon, Dad, you know their ancestors. Ask them to sort this out. Dad, do you know those entities that they use? Ask them to sort it out. Dad, do you know the black magic and the crap they do? Return it all to them. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Everything you do, everything you have done will be returned to you with interest. And the worst of it, you did it to yourself. You brought it on yourself. Your actions created this. You loaded the gun and put it to your own head. Everything that hits you came from you. Everything you wanted came back to you. A prostitute. Everything you wanted came back to you. And that's how it will be going forward for everybody. Trying to think. Oh, you think you know who I am? I'm retribution. That's who I am. I'm not revenge. I'm not revenge. Some of those people, oh yeah, they will call it revenge. Those people you hurt, those people you abused, those people you brutalized. It's revenge for them. But from me, it's just a kindness. It's just a lesson that you need to learn. There's a power that you are well aware of. And there are laws you are breaking. So, let's see how it feels to be broken. Everything you do will return to you. Everything in the past, everything in the present, and everything in the future. I ain't playing anymore. I ain't playing anymore. I know you won't command me. Far from it. And you won't touch it again. And the monitoring spirit, you want revenge? Tough. if you so much as even breathe, exist anywhere near. See, I told you, the devil was my friend. And he'd better be my friend because he doesn't want to be my enemy. And he needs to clean house. Starting with you fucking black blobs sitting inside of these fuckboys that think they're gods. Scared of the prophecy. You made it. You created it. You scared of retribution. You will feel it. You wanted to know about my unconditional love? You won't feel it. You'll know all about it. You see, whilst loving everything and everyone, as I have previously warned, sometimes you have to visit the darkness to think how they do, to see what they see, to know what they know, to see what's hidden, to hear what's hidden. All being tapped in. Are you tapped in? No, you're not. You're not tapped in. You run around and scramble. Some of you trying to repent. That's probably the best idea. I don't know how much karma it's going to save you, but it is going to save you. The devil has been commanded to sort out those black blobs. And if he doesn't, still happen. You see, in order to do the dark work, you need dark beings. Simple as that. I don't want the light touching you. You ain't touching me. So the darkness takes care of the darkness. And the darkness is a lot worse than the light. Not much mercy there. They do it because they love it. They do it because they want to do it. Imagine what it feels like when you're not in control of it. Yeah, I know who you are. I know what you do. I told you already. There, but for the grace of God, go I. I'm not judging you. I'm talking in a language that you understand. Really, truly, could be talking like this, saying, "Oh, my son, you have sinned. Turn to God. Repent your sins. See what it is that you have done." I don't care whether you see what you have done. I don't care whether you repent. I ask that you do. You see, I can listen, ignore, and forget all at the same time. You better listen. You think, so I can't keep a straight face. You think that you're going to get to me by sacrificing people, by sacrificing a child. You think that's going to crush me. What have I already told you? Let go, let God. You idiots. The more you try to do to control me, the more you get controlled. If it's God's plan, you will do what you do, and you will suffer the consequence of doing what you do. Not me. I let go. I let God. He has the power. I don't. He knows the bigger picture. I don't. You don't. So everything that you do with this free will that we have, it's up to you. You think I have a weakness? No, I have a strength. You think that I have power? No, I have a father that does that. And if dad says, son, don't put your hand in the fire because you're going to get burnt, guess what? I don't put my hand in the fire, but you do. Oh, yeah, you do. Because you don't believe in that. You don't believe in that power. Or you accept that that power exists, but you're beyond it. Or that what you're doing doesn't actually contravene the law. Or that you try to find a way around it. Well, guess what? I call justice. So I speak in your language, but I don't care. I let go. I let God. You try and cause a tower for me. No, no, no. Are you not listening? The amount that I've been through, the amount that I've been through, the amount that I've seen, the amount that I had to go through. You think that causing me one tower, and that I have a weakness in one tower, and that's going to bring me down to where I was? Do you think I want to go down to where I was? Do you seriously think that's going to be the case? No matter what happens. Like if you, I'm not saying that should happen, Lord, but if you took out 1 million souls, do you think that would reflect to me? No. I would just look up to dad and say, Dad, why have you done that? Why have you done that? And he'll say, well, it's part of the plan. And then he'll take you out, however he sees fit or she sees fit. In fact, now that I think of it, it would be very nice if mom did it to you instead of dad. That would be ironic, wouldn't it? Trying to subjugate the children and the women, and then a woman gives judgment. Mom, these fuck boys that I was telling dad about, do you want to pass judgment? Do you want to show them what a woman really can do when given the right motivation? Would you like that? ruled by a woman. To fetch, clean, and carry forth. To be on your knees. As a piece of shit you are. Doing what you've done. I don't know what judgment they're going to give to you. And if they told me, I'll listen, ignore, and forget. All at the same time. Because I don't care. I don't care. I talk to you in a language you understand. But you're not understanding it. I tell you, leave the fucking kid alone. You don't understand it. Leave the child alone, please. I don't know if you understand it or not. I don't care. You see, I'm not telling you, listen, you fucking idiots. I'm not telling you for my peace of mind. I let go. I let God. My peace of mind is good. I'm telling you to save you. To save the child and to save you. To save the children and to save you. See, I want everyone. That's the bit you don't understand. Everyone. Everything to be happy. Now you think it's so funny. You think that what you do is going to get into my energy. No. No. God will have a reason why these things are done. And you will be the evidence of his power. You will be the evidence of mum's power. You will be the reason why more people see that God exists because of what he does to you. That's how it's going to work. Confirmation burp there. That's how it works. You know how it works. You just choose to ignore it, but you know how it works. I get the feeling, it's just a feeling, that the devil's trying to sort stuff out before justice is called on him. I get the feeling that Archangel Michael, Metatron, and the rest of them are on their way. I get the feeling my ancestors are already there, just watching and waiting to see what you do. Then, in divine timing, when it's right, when it's correct, justice will be served on a platter. There you go, Empress, Goddess. There you go, justice. Don't underestimate her, especially you, Jim, and especially you, prostitute. Don't underestimate her. None of you underestimate her, especially you fuckboys. She has power over you. Nothing. And your plans, they're nothing. Trying to have a world where people just get along and no one is better than anyone else. And everyone can have what they want if they believe. You want a world where you have what you want. You don't give a fuck about anyone else. Oh dear, what a shame. Now, do I want to live in a world where there are people like you in it at all? I don't want to live in a world where people like you don't exist. Should I go that far? Should I go that far? You see, my imagination is pretty good. I can take people off this planet and put them on another planet. That's how good my imagination is. I can take smoky beans, the smoky bacons, and I can make them wish that they never bought or sold or dealt in any sort of harvesting. You see, the Empress, she's everywhere, anywhere. I don't know. I'm quite content. I'm quite happy because I know, no doubt, 100%, I know the world that I want will be here. 1,000 years probably. I know that world will exist. And you may hate that, and I don't care. I don't care. I have not one, I don't know, atom of care in me about what you think, what you do, what you say. Because I let go and I let God. Now, please listen to me because it's for your own good. I don't care whether you believe it or not. It absolutely is. Absolutely is. You are now at the point, you fuck boys, pieces of shit that don't even belong in anyone's fucking shoe. You fuck boys, you're in a bad place. One of you's already, but you're in a bad place because not only, not only will those dark entities screw you over, not only will the ancestors, the archangels, the spirits, mother and father screw you over. When the people find out who you are, wow, the embarrassment of that, coupled with the anger that they may feel towards you about what you did to them and what you did to their children and what you did to their family and what you did to their wife, sister, auntie, however it works. Man, there is nowhere you could go. You are screwed. Unless, unless. See, it's an apt saying, isn't it? Unless you see the light. Unless you see the light. Because judgment has been called. You heard me call it again. Like, if you're in the chase, ding ding, remember the bell? One, somebody at the door or whatever it is. Don't call me late for dinner. Oh, it's been called. Before I asked again, but I just thought I'd remind him on. So I'm good like that. But you know how God works. I'm not going to question it. But he likes to give people warnings. He likes to tell them, careful, you're going too far. Now, I wouldn't do that. You need to stop. And then boom. That's it. Done. Justice. Karma. See, God must exist because karma exists. Something or someone is balancing the scales. I told you. I could be sitting where you are. I could be sitting where you are. Actually, standing where you are. I could be there, but I choose not to be because I know the devil, he don't have the same sort of power. And he is not going to call justice. God's going to call justice. God is your karma. All of you. Every being in every plane of existence. Smoky boys. You've got the fuck boys and the smoky boys. Oh, and the jinn. Let's not forget the jinn who are satisfied. Just let me touch it. Now, your time is up. Unless. Now, this message was for these particular fuck boys. Oh, no, there are fuck boys all over the world. I know there are people all over the world. I know there might be fuck girls. Your time is up too. You see, when you go too far, that's what it means. Too far. Not far, but too far. Ooh, the walk of life, when you take that too far, when you ignore the rules of the game, that game of life that you used to play that's changed, you better believe it's changed. You won't be ruling anymore. And if it turns out, oh boy, if it turns out that women rule the world, if it turns out that that's the way it's going to be, what sort of hell will that be for you? And you know what? You know what's the worst part? You created it. You brought it on yourself. It's called karma because God exists and he balances things out. Because if God didn't exist, what sort of world would we be living in? When nobody had any checks and balances. What sort of world would this be? You see, you created a world full of fear. You created a world where people fear God, not respect him, not love him and admire him, not want to be close to him. But guess what? It's all he wants. There's no need to fear God unless you do the things you do and you use that. You use that to control people. Don't control me and don't control many like me. And your plan for the chosen, I'd be careful. I really would be careful. Very careful. Very, very, very careful. Is it loaded? Yeah. There is nothing that isn't seen or heard. Every discretion. Come back. Worse. Much worse. Much worse. But for me, I don't care. See, I choose to listen, ignore, and forget. I let go. I let God. I speak to you in a language you understand. Because you're fucking wankers. You don't deserve to be in a meat bag of a body. Yeah, I'll talk to you, you fuckers. You little black entities. That's not racial. That's those fucking little demons inside. Talk to you and those mindless shits that you occupy. See, this is the language you understand. The language I understand is, hey mate, how are you? Are you okay? Good. I'm glad. Love you, man. That's the language I understand. You don't understand that language. You can't comprehend it. And I'm not going to give you any love because that's what you want. You want unconditional love. You want to take it, not because you're a good person, just because you want to take it. You want to own it. You want to own me. That contract's over. That contract is over. The only thing that's going to get owned is you. How that is, I don't know. And guess what? I don't care. And you think you're threatening me by planning to do bad things. You don't understand karma. The more bad things you do, the more bad things happen to you. I don't want you to do it because listen, firstly, I don't want those people hurt. Firstly, I don't want them hurt. Secondly, I don't want you hurt. But this is the rub. This is the rub. Because I don't want those people hurt, maybe you need to be hurt in order to stop you hurting those people. Remember in my last video, if you end up homeless, do I then have to give you unconditional love and help you? No, because it's God's judgment on you. So therefore, I let you do what you do. God judges you, and I'll leave you with the rats or wherever you are. But in that being with the rats or wherever you are, you have the devil side to contend with. You know, since you sold your soul, you're not useful anymore. You're not needed anymore. They need another meat bag. But in that, you black little fucks, we don't want you existing. We don't want you in another meat bag. So what happens? Oh dear. Oh dear. So, my friends, my fuck boys, your world is coming crashing down. You need to look up and have a word and try to convince mom and dad that you're fucking sorry and that you won't do it again. You will take any punishment that they're going to give you and try to turn your life around. Because if you don't, punishment is going to be much worse. So don't try and threaten me. Ain't going to work. You don't listen. I'm not going to judge you. If you do that, you do it. I won't be happy, but I will know that it's God's plan. He chooses the plan. I just follow the plan. It isn't going to affect me. I won't be in that place that you want me to be. But you will be in a whole load of shit. And listen, ignore, forget. I won't even remember you. I won't even remember this video. Won't be in my energy. I will remember the child and I will question why God did what he did. And I will ask him why he did what he did. I will know. I will know that justice was served and you got what you deserve. And that's how it works. And that's how I work. You see, I've been in a bad place and I wanted those things that you were doing. Well, not that you were doing because I don't want to be a fuckboy, but those orgies and things and whatever it was that you were doing, yeah, I wanted some of that. And that may be you putting it into my head that I wanted some of that or that you were doing that. But now, oh, now, what you're doing, you disgust me in many ways, many ways. So, I think there's four of you. I've already asked, I don't need to ask him again. One of you's trying to leave, I think. It's so funny. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? By all accounts, is it the airport? I think it's the airport. Oh no, not this airport. The other airport. They're waiting for you there. Oh dear. And that's just the ancestors that are waiting for you there. I think there's other people there, but the ancestors are waiting for you. Something's going to happen, whatever it is. And I'm being told in my mind to remind you that it's not the person that you meet, it's the person that you marry. I don't know if that means the airport or what, but in other words, the information you get is not what you think it is. You better be careful because remember that lady? She stole her boyfriend thinking that he was going to make her a billionaire, but it wasn't her boyfriend that was going to make her a billionaire. It's the person that she marries that makes her a billionaire. So the information you think you have, remember, it's a different game now. The information you think you have, not going to help you. It's not going to help you. It's not the same game. The information, oh yeah, it's probably why you go to wrong. It's not the same game. God moves in mysterious ways. And in all of this, it doesn't matter if I'm a chosen one or not. It doesn't matter. See, you wanted her ID number, you wanted this, that, and the other. Don't even think about it, you idiots. Just digging. Oh, somebody's already fell in the hole, I think. You're just digging a bigger hole, a bigger grave for yourself. And it ain't affecting you. It really isn't. Like, I talk to you in your language because it's how you interpret life. It's how you expect people to be. It's what you are expecting from people. But if you want me to say, oh, please don't do it, please. You want me to be like that? No, I let go. I let God. And I take each day with gratitude, the attitude of gratitude. The fact that I wake up, smell the roses or whatever it is, the coffee, whatever. I just feel sorry for you for believing the shit that you believe, being indoctrinated by these fucking 1,000-year-old bullshit people, or 2,000-year-old, or whatever it is. Probably older than that, to be fair, but yeah, I'm in a good place. I'm content. I know that my life is mapped out. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. You gotta have a job if you wanna be with me. You ain't got a job, but I have got a job. Want a reference? Do you want to see a reference to see how good I would be at doing a good job? See, I pay attention to the details. I look for the truth. I find the truth. I act on the truth. And those that stand in the way of truth, they're dealt with. Those that stand in the way of freedom, they're dealt with. And I have left instructions, because that's the way it works in this day and age. Should anything happen, I've left instructions on how I would like those things to happen. And guess what? I haven't just left instructions for you, for everybody and anybody in any plane of existence. Gin, Smoky Boys, even the 13th, 14th, 15th realm. You think it doesn't exist? Think again. Just maybe. You don't know what exists there. But I do. My imagination is more important than my knowledge. And my instructions, should anything happen, are clear and precise. To all of you people who still want to hold on to the old world, see, I believe and I have faith. And I wrote a different game and I changed the matrix. And I already see how the game is playing out. And I already know how the game ends. There's only one way the game ends. You don't understand it. You never played it before. It's not your game anymore. It's the being's game. Being. Every being. Every form of life is in this game. And the good always win. My game, my rule. You don't intimidate me. You don't scare me. And you can't bring me to your level. I've already been there. I know what it's like. Don't need to go there again. I don't need to go there again. How do you think I got out of there? You just don't fucking get it, do you? You don't listen. You can't comprehend. How do you think I got out of there? By keep wallowing, by keep being stuck, by not letting go. Is that how I got out of there? Everything that you threw at me, I got out. You think that throwing the same shit at me is going to in any way slow me down when I was at the bottom of the bottom, like your foot was on my head. Like I was eating the dirt. It's unreal how you can think that you can manipulate me in such a way that it will bring me anywhere lower than the highest vibration. Because I know that it took that to get out. So why would I want to go back? Why? Why would I even think about it? Why would anything that you do, anything, doesn't matter how bad it is, why would anything you do let me go back when I know that I just have to ask someone to sort things out? I'm trying to save you, all of you, everyone, not just in this present time, but by the time all the dominoes stop falling. Because the more people that believe, the less people are going to be judged. That's it. And I have saved more people, more beings. However you want to, more beings is probably better, but it just seems weird saying more beings. Not for me saying more beings, but for you people to comprehend more beings. And you're thinking old ways. Those ways don't exist. They don't exist for me. That's why you're where you are. That's why the things are happening that are happening, because you can't fathom the truth, the reality of the real game. Like you're thousands of years past where it used to be, and you don't remember. I told you, just don't get it. I told you, it's not the game that's being played now. American football, hockey, darts, rugby. It doesn't matter what the game is. Football. It doesn't matter what the game is. When it was invented, it's a totally different game. And you've gone so far from the beginning game, you don't know what the rules are. And you're committing foul after foul after foul after foul after foul after foul. Because in the beginning, that wasn't accepted. That's not what the rule was. You don't know the rules. You never, ever decided to play the game the way that it was invented. You're playing the game that you made up years later. And that game doesn't exist. The code's been rewritten. I'm trying to help you understand the game that you're in order that you don't get wiped out. Because you're a novice. You know what happens? Game over. Put in another coin. But you don't get another coin. Soon you realize this is not being grandiose. This is not me being higher than anyone. This is not me being cleverer than anyone. This is not me being fucking holier than thou. This is me accepting the reality for what it is and trying to make sure that everybody else accepts the same reality in order that everybody else finds that happiness is the pot. But in that, it's the happiness of everybody, not in the happiness of a few fuck boys or fuck girls or whatever you want to class yourself as. Because you don't even know whether you're a man or a woman. You want to be both. Yeah, you, I'm talking to you. You ruined someone's life. Sad person. And then you ruined many people's lives. That makes you even worse. And guess what? I can forgive you all. It's not me to judge. And again, could be there. I could be there because of the person you tried to make me out to be. Those things are in my head, and I could be there. But I know who I am. And retribution, not just for me, but for every being that's had to suffer. And I'm not even the oldest son of God. And yes, I am wet behind the ears, but I don't need to know anything. Anything I need to know is already known. What is it I need to know? So those words. What is it I need to know? Confirmation book? Just them words. And I have more power than all the computers in this world. It's just the way it is. Like you could set all the computers in the world to try and get that answer to that question. What is it I need to know? And you could join them all together, give them that question, and they would never be able to answer it. And I would already go, what is it I need to know? I could ask another question. What would happen if I called judgment on these fuckboys? It's already cool. I wouldn't bother with that plane ticket. I seriously wouldn't bother with that plane ticket. I don't know if you've already left, like left them. Well, you've left them. I don't know if you've already left, because I haven't asked the question. But you want to avoid. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. It's like you still think in the old ways. You're thinking of earthly justice. You're thinking of earthly monitoring. You're thinking of all these things. Even though you're doing spiritual stuff, when it comes to your justice, you're just thinking earthly stuff. That ain't how it works. It ain't going nowhere. You probably won't even see this before you already find that out. So you might as well tell them. Ring each other up and say, "Where are you? Where are you?" And when they tell you, when you hear the planes in the background, you'll know they aren't where they say they are. Just crazy. There's a lot of people falling out. And to you people that are falling out over what you want to do what's right, save yourself in this instance. Save yourself. Do the right thing. Do the repentance. I know some of you are. I can hear you. And some of you are running around saying you want to do the right things, but you don't mean it. Like you have to mean it. Like you have to mean it. Like you're running around, oh, I'll do this, I haven't got much time. I need to do this, this, and this. It's like, no, 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 no. Whoa, stop, stop, calm down. You just need to connect with God. That's the first thing you need to do. Like that burning of evidence and all that other stuff. You don't need to do that. You're already being judged. Like burning evidence isn't going to put you in a better light, is it? You're already being judged. So, best thing you can do. Those of you that decide you want out, don't just want out. Don't just want out because you've been found out. Like everything's good until I've been found out. Blah blah blah. If I say I'm sorry, that's it. No, no, no. You have to mean it. You have to mean it. Not just sorry because you got caught. Because you fuckers, you fuckboys, you're not sorry what you did. You're just sorry you got caught. You're not sorry what you did to those women. You're not sorry what you did to those children. You're just sorry you got caught. I'm just sorry you didn't get caught earlier, but hey, what can you do? Oh, I know what you can do. You can ask God to pay back all of those others. It doesn't help them, but it sure lets you know who's got the power. And your downfall is an eye opener for others who don't believe. And their downfall is an eye opener for others who don't believe. And their downfall, you see how the domino works? You see how the domino works? You've all been stacked up, ready to be judged, and down they go. That's it. And when each one falls, somebody gets a wake up call. And if you're one of those dominoes, too late. So I suggest you give yourself some time, get to the back of the queue, and repent in the best way you possibly can. Because trust me, everyone's being judged. Everyone is a domino. Good or bad. In everyone, we learn to live. We learn to give each other what we need to survive. Some of you just take what you want. And when the domino gets to you, different kind of justice. You get special treatment. In fact, you probably get treated like the god you think you are because you get special treatment. Like you get singled out for special treatment, but you won't like it. Especially when a woman hands it out to you. You won't like that. She won't be feeding you and having sex with you and doing all those things and fetching and carrying for you and being under your control. No, she'll be controlling you, not in a good way. And you boys, oh, you'll be separate. No fun for you. No magic for you. See, that's going to be the worst thing for you. There'll be no power. You can't feed off anyone. You're all alone, haunted by all those demons. That's your life. No sex, crap food, all alone, sitting in some dark place with those demons, saying hello, remember me. That's what you'll have. And I can imagine worse things. My imagination is pretty good, and I can imagine worse things. But, you know, depends on those things that you do, doesn't it? See, karma is reflected on the event that took place. How much karma do you deserve? You think I don't know who you are? Oh, it makes me laugh. It does. I try to be serious, you know, as you've seen in like my earlier videos. I try to be serious. I try to make out I'm angry. I try to make out I'm shocked. I try to make out all of these things. Because really, I'm not supposed to be saying anything. It's just supposed to happen. Like you're just supposed to go, that's what's supposed to happen. But if it happens like that, you just get slapped down. I don't save you. And there's a billion people in a shit place. That's just people. Then there's other beings everywhere else. They're in a bad place because they're facing karma, bad karma, not good karma, not dharma, whatever it is. And in a way, I suppose then I failed. But I'll accept that. Like just 1 billion people instead of 5 or 6 billion. I'll accept that. I don't know what the numbers are going to be. It probably won't be that many billion, but there's quite a few fuckboys out there. Quite a few people who think they're God. Oh, and those tunnels were blocked, weren't they? Get out. And I appreciate you, Agent Double O Soul. Your Agent Double O Soul. Thank you. You know who you are. There's a goodness in some people that I would like to see in everyone. And that doesn't seem to be the case. And it seems that I can't save everyone, even if I wanted to, because they refuse to be saved. They still want me dead. And all I'm trying to do is put them into a world full of love, and they still want me dead. That's crazy. Because they want God's abundance. He ain't going to give you it. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. Like judgment is being called. Again, you know, there are people passing away, and my condolences. But do I care? Am I in a bad place? No, no, because I let go and I let God. And I can laugh, and I can sing, and I can dance, and I can do the things I want to do. I can be the little kid. I can grow up. Because you see, Mr. Ninja, that's exactly why I'm wet behind the ears. I'm that little kid again. I'm learning everything. It's all new. It's like, woohoo, look what I can do. What happens if I do this? Oh, what happens if I do this? Oh, look, I can go here. I can go here. I can go here. Oh, look what's here. I'm a little kid learning, enjoying, laughing. You may not see that. Some people do. Yeah, I'm wet behind the ears, but I'm more than a match for you people. You made me that way. No, you won't get in my energy. And if you do, it's because you're allowed to be there in order that I find out things. See, it works both ways, doesn't it? Like you're trying to find info on me. And when you come here, I find info on you. And you don't know. You think you're winning, but what you're doing is selling yourself out. You see, the download goes both ways. Just like this. You watching me, and I am watching you. You can't see it. We're all connected. You know that. Just energy. And when your energy comes a knocking, wherever you are, I am. Whatever you're saying, I'm saying. Whatever you're doing, I can see it. And I don't have to be there. And I can just leave just a little bit of me watching you, listening to you. You have no idea about the game. You have no idea. Where am I? I don't need monitoring spirits. I'm there. You brought me there. You see, we need bees in this world. When they go on a flower, they bring a little piece of that flower with them. And they go to another flower, and another flower, and another flower. And then they go back to the hive, chosen. We make honey. It's so sweet. And we do that by allowing a piece of something to attach to us. And then, when we visit those other flowers, something beautiful happens. Just because we allowed something to attach to us. Send them. There you. Let me know everything you're doing. Let me know everything you're saying. Nothing is hidden. Told you. There's nowhere you can go because you've already been here. And you've already been there, and you've already been there, and you've already been there. And as you went back, guess what you took with you? A little camera, a little microphone, and it's attached to you, and you can't get rid of it. It's inside you. There's nowhere you can go. There's nowhere you can hide. And it's constant surveillance. We're living in a different world now. It's a different reality, and it's a different game. Those tunnels, there is a bit of light everywhere. Not just this sort of light. I wear a life coat. You are not the hunter. You are the prey. You are not the king. You are the peasant. In your reality, not in mine, because we're all the same in mine. But in your reality, you think you're the king. You're not. And the queen, the queens and the children, they rule now. You are not even a piece of shit on somebody's shoe. And yet you're lower than a worm's belly. So low you are. Nobody notices you. Nobody wants anything to do with you. You don't exist until we dig up. Nobody even sees you. You're not even a snake. You're a little worm. And I can't say insignificant because worms are pretty significant. But you are insignificant. Please, please stop trying. Do yourself a favor. I mean it. Do yourself a favor. I don't care that you keep trying. I don't care anything that you do. Remember, I listen. I'm a multitasker. I listen. I ignore. I forget. I let go. I let God. And you get calmer. That's it. That's it. Like my life is a good life. I don't care. I don't care that you try and slander me. I don't care you put my video out everywhere. I don't care. I know you. You know me? You don't know you though. No, you don't, unfortunately. But you will, because you'll be in a place where there's not much to think about in the position that you will have, in the place that you are. Like you will know where you are and what you are. And then you'll have to do the work because that's what this is about. Getting to know yourself, having the dark night of the soul, facing the darkness in you and getting rid of it, turning it to light, giving the dark nowhere to reside. That's what this is. And this is karma because this is where I was. Remember, I was in the unknown. I was in the in-between. What the fuck is this? How the fuck do I keep losing? Ooh, look what I can do. How does it work? Bring a torch. Oh, oh, I can see. Hang on. Where's that light coming from? Oh, it's coming from me. It's coming from me. Holy crap. It's coming from me. Shit. Look how much there is. Where's all this come from? Thank you, God, for helping me to see. So I thought I'd drag this one out for you, just so you're aware that I'm aware that my awakening and my ascension and everything else, all of these fancy words that people come up with, is taking place. The Kundalini, the different colors of the soul, the chakras, the different dimensions, the different realms, the different states of consciousness, the blah, de blah, de blah, de blah, de blah, blah, blah. Hold on a minute. What if I just let go and let God? What if I just really believe that inside me, there is something more powerful than just my heart? There is a consciousness that is very old and is able to do some incredible things. And one of them is to shut you fuckboys down. Because out of love, harmony, respect for all forms of life, and people who need to be freed, there are animals who need to be freed from people like you. There is an earth that needs to be reborn without people like you. However that is, that's your choice. That is your choice. We don't even want you on this earth. Where will your prison be? Why should we take care of you? You don't need any rights. You don't deserve any rights. We can't feel sorry for you because it's karma. Remember? I asked the question, Dad, I want everyone to be happy. I want to live in a world where everyone is happy. But if you call down judgment on these people and I can't look after them, what happens to them? You don't have any rights. You won't have any rights. It's a different game. Remember the good old days? You got put in prison, you were chained, you had bread and water. You'll be lucky if you get that. You don't have any rights. It's not politically correct anymore. The karma you get is based on what you've done. It's serious enough. You're going to be in jail a long time. Don't have any rights. You don't deserve to be on this earth. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. It's a different game. You don't know the rules. You don't know how to play. And I am trying to help you. And you are not listening. And I don't care. It's not that I don't forgive you. It's not that I don't love you as a being. It's that I don't care. Because what you did gives you karma. And I'm not in charge of that. God is. Oh, and he's judging. And if he judges, that's out of my hands. But I don't want to live in a world where everyone isn't happy. Confirmation, but that too. So what happens to you? Down, another realm, another planet. What happens to you? Not here. You're not wanted here, just like I wasn't wanted in hell. You're not wanted here. You can't stay here because I can't save you because it's your karma. It's what you deserve. That's not a threat. You know what that is. And for those of you that don't, you don't want to know. You just want to know that if you want a good life, live a good life, think a good life, love everyone, connect with God. And if you don't want to call it God, call it Source. Call it the universe. Call it angels. Call it aliens. Call it whatever you want. Be happy. That's it. Because happiness is the part. I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to get along. I don't want nobody ruling over anyone else. I know some people go, well, you need a leader. You need somebody to say this. You need somebody to say that. Okay. Okay. Have somebody leading over people. Have politicians. Have all of those things that you want. But they better make sure that when they're in power, not about the power. It's about the people. Better make sure that's the case. Because once they start believing that because they're in that position, they're in a position of power, it'll be taken from them. Because that's the game. Once they start to believe and abuse that position of power, it will be taken from them. They are there to serve the beings that they are there to serve. That's why they're in power, if that's what you want to believe, that there has to be somebody in power. But that power is only the power of the beings that they are looking after. By the people, for the people, sort of stuff. You don't have any power when you're in charge. No matter whether you're a emperor, a king, a president, a tsar, none of that matters. There's no power there. You're there to serve the people. If anything, you are a servant of them. They are the people with the power. And I know you people won't like it. And I don't care. I don't care. Absolutely do not care. Don't care what you do, what you think. I really don't. Whatever you do, I don't care. I don't care. I listen, I ignore, I forget. I let go, I let God, and then you take it up with God. And that won't end up well with you. I can assure you that now. So there is somebody, unfortunately, they probably can't be witness to it, but they're, oh, where am I? Let me in. I know that place. When they passed over and they tried to come against God, stop being foolish, stop being arrogant, narcissistic, stop believing your own bullshit. Just take a little bit of time to see the world around you No, you're next. You're just a domino. We're all just dominoes at the moment, and we're all being flipped. So be careful. To the chosen, be careful. These idiots are trying. They're trying to put videos out to the algorithm. So YouTube, you people in the media, careful. Careful who you help and who you listen to. Careful who you censor and what you do. Careful who you demonetize. We're all being judged, including you, YouTube, including you. It's a different game. The truth will come out. Ain't nothing you can do to stop it. Think again. I know you don't know what mine are. I'm watching. I'm listening to you. How does she know? How does she know? How does she know? Ain't no spell on this earth. Anyway, in any realm of existence that will stop her knowing. Because remember, if you've been in the chase, it's important to know what is worth knowing and what isn't. Knowledge without a D. The answers I already know. Ring a bell? Does it ring a bell? The answers I already know. Your effort will be worth the cold. Does it ring a bell? Does it ring a bell? Where was I? Where did you put me? What's the terminology of that? Out in the cold? That's where I was. A bit like Tiny Tim, looking in at everything else that was going on. A bit before that, pretty important. What is it I like to say to you when I'm trying to get a message across? Oop, confirmation burp before I say it. Listen, so hear me all and listen good. The effort will be worth the cold. Is it the same thing or a different thing? So hear me all and listen good to you. To someone else, your effort will be worth the cold if you are brave and in the wood. Why is it that I must go and leave my trove for all to seek? The answers I already know. I'm tired, and now I will. Major Forest Burke pen. Oh, thank you. Story behind that. Very low. But I thank you. My humiliation, my pain, my questions, my search for the truth made me who I am. But the Empress, she's your retribution. And together, we'll make a pretty good team. You're screwed. And the beings that helped, you're screwed even more. You have some repenting to do as well. Jim, think you're satisfied? Think again. Think you got away with it? Think again. Smoky boys, think again. Stop the trade. Stop the buying and selling. Stop interfering where you don't belong. You won't belong. I'm not an expert at anything. I don't claim to be. But I know an expert at everything. I know the original Apple. I know the original Sirius or Cortana or AI. If you want. I know the original. Well, I know the upgraded version, the highest version. You need to know anything. You need anything done. I know the highest version of that. It's my father and my mother. And they love me. And the devil loves me. I don't know if he admits it or not, but he loves me. And he better be doing what I've asked him to do. It's not for your good, though. It is for the most high good. Not for your good. Sometimes you have to call on the darkness. You have to fight the circles with fire. With fire. You have to do what needs to be done. Now I'm reminded of an episode in Charmed where Leo, divine Leo, if you know anything about that, Leo has to do something bad in order everything's good. Do-do. I think that's my call to call it quits. More confirmation. See how that works? Sometimes you have to do something bad, something good, but you do it out of love, not out of self. It's not for my benefit. Well, I suppose it is for my benefit in a way, a little bit, because I want, want a really good world where everybody just gets along. So in a way, I suppose you could, try and twist that to say you're just doing it for yourself, but you're doing it for everyone. Because the majority of people, they want a better world. They want a better world. They don't want your world. Foot's on their fucking head all the time. They're working day to day and not getting anywhere and being abused, brutalized because you think you're God. But guess what? God's going to tell you you're not. Absolutely not. And there ain't no protection. I know that you're going around trying to reverse the karma. Oh, reverse the karma, reverse the karma. That's what karma's about. No reversing of the karma. None. Only bad to good if you're deserving of it. If not, and the fact that you're trying to reverse it, that's more bad karma. Not accepting the judgment of what it's supposed to be. So the fact that you're trying to reverse it is bringing more bad karma on you. Like you're not listening. And it's funny. And you're making all these plans to try and put me in a position that might make me weak. And it's like, what? Why? I've already proved to you that I'm not weak. I've already proved to you that you trying to keep me in a low vibration doesn't work. And you're not listening. And you trying to put me back in a low vibration is definitely not going to work because I didn't want to be there in the first place. Why would I go there now? The fact that I came from that place to this place proves that you could never put me back in that place because I let go and let God. Hmm. See how it works. No, I'm just mocking some of you. Hmm. I know I shouldn't, but just to let you know I'm watching. Yeah. I'm not going to take my hand away. Yeah, watching. Just the way it is. Change your ways. Telling you. Not for my good. It doesn't. Please listen. I'm not scared of you. I'm not bothered. I don't care. I've already told you. Told God. Said it to you. I'll die for this world that's supposed to have existed that you got corrupted. And he said, no, don't die. I don't want you to die. I've chosen you. So there's a mission to uncorrupt this matrix for everyone, everything, every being. Get rid of the state, to bring to light what you people have hidden. All of you people, all of you. Like you talk about me in rooms that I haven't been in yet, but I'll go in those rooms. and I'll be heard around the world. Not because of me. I don't care. I'm not bothered. Told you. This is about everybody. This is about what's right. This is about truth. This is about justice. This is about freedom in every plane of existence, throughout the space-time continuum, in every multiverse. This is balance being restored. This is truth, peace, and harmony. This is love. You won't understand it. This is love. And I felt it. Real love. True love. I felt that. And I want to feel it every fucking day that I wake up. Every day. I better be careful because I'll start myself off again. But yeah, I want to feel it every fucking day. And I'm happy in the knowledge that I will be able to. And I'm happy in the knowledge that nothing that you do will stop that. And I'm happy in the knowledge that whatever you do brings you more karma. And then I listen, I ignore, and I forget. I don't worry about you. See, have to listen because then you find out the truth. You can weigh up both sides of the equation. Am I right? Are they right? And if you're wrong, I ignore and I forget. Now, sometimes I am wrong, and I'll admit that I'm wrong, but most of the time I'm right because I'm listening. I'm listening, and I'm being told from source. So therefore, I don't think I can be wrong. Just the way it goes. It's just the way it is. So, thank you for watching. Love to all those that deserve love. Forgiveness for all those that need forgiveness. And light for everyone to see who they are. For some, wow, that's going to hurt. When you look inside and find out who you really are, what you really should have been. It's not yours. It never belonged to you. It never will belong to you. You may end up in a different realm still, regretting everything that you did. Not because you're remorseful, but because you didn't get it done. Man, that's going to hurt. Oh, that's going to hurt. Because you'll get to watch it forever and ever. That's all you'll see. You'll be tormented by it forever and ever that you didn't get it done. That you were so close and you didn't get it done. That's the worst thing that could happen to you. You have to watch, see you didn't get it done. You didn't stop it because you can't stop it. And you have to watch it happen because it's happening right now. Here's what it is. And I don't care. I don't care. I let go. I let God. You are your own worst enemies. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Some things never change. Uh-oh, what happened there? You. So, ciao for now. Thanks for watching. Sorry it's not, a happy love, light, and happiness, blah, 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 but that will change. Like as we move forward, it'll be more focus on the good people than these people that are being called to judgment, because there'll be less of them and I won't need to call them to judgment. And we'll be talking about all the good things that are happening in the world, all the changes, like all these people that have been called out, as you've seen, these politicians, these bad people, these cults, these covens, these churches, they'll all be being called out. And we'll be talking about good things, the fact that they're being called out. And we'll be naming those things that are being called out. And then, guess what? When they're called out, they'll give up the others. And they'll be called out and they'll give up the others. And they'll be called out and they'll give up the others. See, that's what the domino is. And in order not to be one of those that are being called out, it was me. I did it. I did it. This is what happened. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. That's your best course of action. Because you're going to be called out anyway. You're going to be called out. You're going to be judged. It's going to happen, whether you like it or not. And the karma that you receive is based heavily and solely on what you dished out. So if you're expecting 1,000 points worth of karma, and by you admitting who you are, doing the dark night of the soul, going to God, searching yourself, finding yourself, loving people, and admitting what you did, I don't know, maybe 500 points, maybe 250 points, that's all you're left with. Maybe total forgiveness from God. Like, you're forgiven from me. I don't care. I'll forgive you now. That's it. I don't judge you. I don't know how God judges. I don't even know he does a point system, but I do know you you stick your hand up, if you find out who you are, if you do that knowing yourself stuff, if you come out the other side, if you give yourself love, find self-love, then you can give love to everyone else. And if you give love to God, then God's going to give love back. It's just the way it is. Confirmation burp again. But I'm not lying. I'll just try and give you the truth. You don't like the truth, I don't care. I don't care. It's like, I want to live in this good world, but I don't care if you want to live in this good world. Because if you don't want to live in it, you won't live in it. That's it. And if you do want to live in it, then you will live in it. But you have to want to live in it for the right reasons. Otherwise, wherever the judgment takes you, I don't care. As long as I don't have to worry about you, I don't care. Actually, I was talking to someone else. As long as I don't have to care for you, out of sight, out of mind. As long as I don't have to care for you. Because whilst I love everyone and I want to care for everyone, those people that are doing wrong, you shouldn't be doing wrong. And if you're judged for doing wrong, then who am I to go against that? But therefore, I don't want you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to know you exist, because then this love that I have and this care that I have for people, I want to give it. And it's like, well, if I don't see you, so it's just taken out of the equation, however that is, whatever that is. Not because I want to cause you harm. I still want you to be okay, but I don't want you to be okay where I am. That's just it. That's just the truth. Don't care whether you like it or not. So thanks for watching. Again, take care, everyone. Everybody take care. Those bad people, stop doing what you're doing. let these people go, a bit like Moses. You know, I'm not professing to be anything like Moses, but I'm saying, let my people go because we're all the same people everywhere, beings, everything. We're all connected. Doesn't matter. I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about everything, everything. These dark spirits deserve to be around, but they need to be around in the right places for the right things and not making people suffer. Everything. There has to be harmony, there has to be peace. That's just the way it is. Thanks for watching.